out. If there's a pet with a problem, he'll sort it out, 'cause they're all part of our family, the great and the small, and Harry's a friend to them all. All the animals on Harry's Practice.
G'day, I'm Dr. Harry. Welcome to Harry's Practice. Look at this guy go. He's a green tree frog, so is this guy. But he's climbing up a sheet of glass. Now, how does he do it? Well, the answer's in his feet. If you look very carefully, they're like a pair of modern, high-tech running shoes. You see, the cells are arranged in such a way that they get suction on the glass. And if it's wet, well, the suction is even better, eh? I better run along, guys, eh? While you're mucking around here, I got work to do.
Tonight on Harry's Practice, the dangers of dropping pups, doggy business that drives us crazy, and hiding out in the headmaster's office.
Hi, Jasmine.
But first up today, my visitors are a young man and his mum who've come to the rescue of a very new family.
Now, Julian, this is a very nice cat. Where did you get it from?
Well, some people moved out and abandoned her.
Yeah?
And she went up to the roof and gave birth to those two little kittens, and I went up and found this little, this one here and those two.
Fair dinkum. Did they leave anything else behind?
Chicken.
So you got 3 cats and a chicken?
Yep.
It's a bit unusual, isn't it? All right, well, let's have a look at her.
Well, if Julian thought he had his hands full bringing up a family of cats and a chook, I've got some news for him.
Well, now, she might look fat to you.
A bit.
The bad news is that she's pregnant again. She's got a big tummy.
Oh, dear.
She's got another load of kittens in here.
Oh, dear.
You do?
We've always
See,
had
this-
all our pets to sex.
Yeah, this is the
Nothing.
biggest problem you face with cats, right? She can be pregnant again about a month after she's had a litter of kittens. Pregnant.
And to the tune of about 5 weeks, I reckon.
So that's got to make these kittens somewhere between 10 and 12 weeks of age in my book.
And Mama Puss now needs some very special care. Her body is obviously undernourished because it's channeled all its nutrients into this first litter.
These two look so healthy, and she looked
Exactly.
starving.
And this is very typical of a mother in any species anywhere in the world, right? They give everything they can to their offspring, and they'll starve themselves to keep their offspring going. That's what being a mum's all about, isn't it, eh?
Worming and vaccinations first on the list for this mum-to-be and her family.
Just over the tongue I go, up here.
And I want her next lot of babies to be her last. After she gives birth in around 4 weeks' time, Julian needs to have her desexed.
Now, it's important that you feed her regularly, okay, and more frequently, 2 or 3 or 4 times a day, okay? And by the time she gets around to having these kittens, she should be eating twice the amount of food that she would eat if she weren't pregnant, okay? Now, the thing that she needs on top of that is some calcium, and we'll fix you up with that too. And I think 4 or 5 weeks down the track, you're going to have to get out the champagne and the cigars again.
Not more of you.
Of course, we love our dogs, but sometimes their behaviour drives us insane. A few weeks ago, we showed you 5 things we do that really annoy our dogs. Well, tonight the tables are turned, and we're going to show you 5 things that dogs do that drive us crazy. And that would be the #1 problem, barking. Barking is a dog's way of communicating, but when it happens too often or at an inappropriate time or place, then it's a real problem. Dogs bark for many reasons. They bark to protect their territory, they bark when they're bored or lonely, or like Toby, they bark when they're too excited. Some breeds are more prone to barking than others, but even tiny terriers can make a real racket. So if you're thinking of getting a dog and barking is an issue, you might want to consider an Afghan or a Basset Hound. They won't bark enough to send you crazy. Barking can't be completely eliminated, but dogs can be taught when it's appropriate to bark and for how long. Make sure you don't accidentally reward your dog for barking by paying attention to the noise. Wait for the barking to stop, then go to the dog and reward him. Dogs can get cold at night and often bark in protest, so it's extremely important to provide them with a nice, warm, draft-free kennel and feed them at night so they sleep when you sleep. Hello! Hi! Problem #2, jumping up on people. This isn't natural dog behaviour. It's actually something we've taught them to do. Often puppies are inadvertently encouraged and rewarded for jumping up.